Welcome to a little tomfoolery, Rob Little and Tommy Ryman. A podcast filled with laughs and gaffs, guffaws and haws, and maybe a picture of a dog. A little tomfoolery, a little tomfoolery, a little tomfoolery. A little tomfoolery, a little tomfoolery, a little tomfoolery. Fools!
Good morning, good day, and good evening. Welcome to a little tomfoolery with your host, Rob Little. And this week, I'm just found out, we just booked him. Tommy Ryman is back. Tommy,
I'm back to co-host again. I can't believe it. And I'm so excited to be here on another episode of Little Tomfoolery. And we actually tracked you down. Rob Little is here to co-host as well. One more again, as always. It's amazing. I can't believe this is lined up so well.
Dude, I think is this number 19?
I think we are. We're going to heading into the 20s soon.
Here, I got a question for you right off the bat. When is second season start? Because all these podcast things, when you upload them, go, hey, what season are you on? And I'm like, season 1.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
A year? Or
that's what I was wondering. Year, 100 episodes? Like, what is it?
Yeah, I feel like it would be yearly for a podcast, like a television show. You'd have your season 1 was in 2019, season 2 was 2020, even though they have like hiatuses. Right. So you could but also TV shows, the highest they'll go for a season is 44 episodes is the most. Normally it's 22. So we could probably decide whenever we want.
You know, here's a thought.
Season 2.
What if we do 20 episodes as a season, and then it's going to look like we have a ton of seasons?
I think that sounds great to me. I would love to start. So you want to start? So season 1 ends on 20, and then season 2 starts 21. Ooh.
I mean, we could do that.
I think we should, but I feel like we should leave a cliffhanger and then be gone for a few weeks, so people are like, when's the new season of A Little Tomfoolery? Is Rob actually dead? He just all of a sudden just fell off the screen.
Well,
Tommy was crying.
This is a definite possibility because I got cruise coming up. That's 4 cruises back to back.
Yeah.
And I do the same thing every week for 4 weeks.
Oh yes. You'll have to have some adventures on there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or we'll take a hiatus, or we'll bring in a guest host, or I don't know. I don't want to do that.
No, I can be able to do it. It's on Norwegian. They got good internet.
Nice.
And the days we record are usually Tuesday or Wednesday. Tuesdays I'd be a sea day for me.
Oh yeah. And
then Wednesday every Wednesday I'd be in Bermuda.
Ooh, cool.
So I'll be coming from the triangle.
Oh no, you'll be from different time periods.
Yeah.
You'll guest Amelia Earhart.
Like, I was just gonna say that. Literally was just gonna say the same thing. I was just saying we could have all kinds of guests like Amelia Earhart. There's gotta be, you know what I'll do that week, those weeks in history will be all about Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool.
Ooh.
Yes. People something to look forward to.
Dude, my week was crazy. I had a couple of crazy shows and some private gigs for adult clubs, and then I'm back home, man, only for a couple days. So, you know, it was a crazy week, but I'm more about trying to get home because I got guys coming over to give me estimates for my electrical
for the dock.
Oh, wow. This episode 3 in a row or episode 2 in a row.
Oh yeah, we moved from Pergola. Pergola was season 1, dock season 2.
So
all dock talk with Rob Little.
Did I tell you what they told me it's gonna be? How much?
Multiple thousands, right? It was like $4,000. Yep. So but get it done right. And it's gonna up the value of the house, and you're gonna have a great dock. And
so let me ask you this. So I definitely want to do the electrical, but I asked the dock guy. I said, "Hey, should I put a hose out there or some kind of water system? Because you're gonna if you want to clean fish or hose down your dock or your boat or get the cobwebs out of there, you know." He's like, "That's the best idea for this." And I was like, "Oh my God, okay." So I was just going to dig a trench and put like a heavy duty hose through a PVC pipe. But I mean, maybe it's worth it just to get some actual plumbing out there and have like a actual faucet that I could turn on and off out there. So I ain't got to walk all the way back to the house to turn it on and off.
Yeah. How far away is the house from the dock?
Not far, but
that's a lot of walking.
Well, it ain't the walking part. It's the like having to have the splitter on at the house.
Yeah. Because then if you want to water the garden or something, then you got all of it all divided up.
Right.
I don't know, I'd look into it because it sounds rad. I've never seen plumbing at anybody else's dock.
Oh, you must not have seen a lot of docks. A lot of them have plumbing.
I've seen 2 docks.
A lot of them have plumbing. Like the big ones, like on, where they clean fish and stuff.
That sounds cool. Are you going to do it?
I got to get some estimates.
Just got to add it to the list.
Yeah. I have a neighbor that's a real plumber that does it still for a living. So I called him, but he never calls me back. None of these guys want to do it anymore. I think I wore them all out with my house.
Maybe, but it's busy season too for people just doing other stuff. Plus plumbers, especially because they're always fixing like toilets and stuff, and they're beating Bowser. Like, I don't know if you played Mario, but those are 2 plumbers and they are like on big adventures. So your guy might be trying to save a princess. Like, you just got to keep, his schedule's backed up. Not
to mention jumping barrels from some Kong.
Yep.
And,
oh yeah.
See?
That was a bad joke. Can we edit that one out? I'm just kidding.
We both did stupid jokes then.
No, I meant mine. Yours was good. You just tried to add to it.
Yeah.
Like, let's
tag it. We're leaving it, Tommy. Less editing. Anyways, I'm getting these up quicker with less editing.
Exactly.
How was your week?
My weekend was fun. I got to go to Las Vegas and see my buddy do his Amazon After Dark taping, which was really cool. They got a really good setup. And then, do you know Chris Shaw? He taped one. Comic.
Why do I think?
Yes. I feel like I met him in like Lansing. He lives in Vegas now. Really funny guy. He's been around forever. I opened for him a long time. So he was really excited. Everybody did great. So that was a lot of fun. Then I got to go to Brad Garrett's comedy club at the MGM, where my buddy Josh Sneed was headlining. But he literally was flying out that night. So I said about 2 words to him. Josh came and was like, "Oh, thanks for coming." But he had to like book it to his flight like right after the show. So Brad Garret was funny to watch because he's like an insult comic. Like, he's like old school Vegas.
Right.
Like, comes in and he's like, "Look at this guy's shirt." Like, it was kind of fun to watch.
Okay. That's cool that he was even there because he normally isn't.
Yeah, I don't know how often he is host because the next week was like Eric Griffin or somebody was going to be there, and so. But I think he was booked for 2 of them. But yeah, it'd be fun to actually. It was fun to actually see him at his own club.
That is awesome. Did you get a picture with him?
No, he was gone after the show. It was their Sunday show, so they had literally been doing. That was their last. That's a long run because they go Monday through Sunday. And then it just starts right over. I mean, I don't even. So he gives himself breaks, but hang on.
I do that in Vegas and Reno.
Chewing it. Me, you gotta lay down.
I know. I could hear him chewing. Like, it sounded like he was drinking water.
I know. She's chewing on my arm.
Was it the Dane?
Yeah, but I'm on dog duty, and I fed them, and they're supposed to go to sleep.
What's up with the tie today?
I'm just trying to be fancy for the podcast.
Oh. I thought maybe you had a set to do right after this or something.
I'm going to buzz you. Go lay down. Go lay down. It's just
during the podcast, Tommy Ryman shocking his dog.
It's not even the buzzer. She just thinks it's the buzzer. Really dumb dog. just held up my cell phone. She's like, "Uh-oh."
So you went to Vegas. Did you do any gambling?
I did one of the electronic roulette. I put $20 on red and it came up red. So I won an additional $20 and I walked away. And then my buddy took that to the extreme because he kept going. He won like $120 because he kept doubling it. But
I did the same thing in Oklahoma City and I quadrupled my money and then doubly lost it and then walked away even.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I also made a $15 bet that the Minnesota Vikings would win the Super Bowl. So if that hits, I'll win $750.
Wow.
So here's hoping.
Wow. We have to remember that.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna lose the ticket.
Hey, I gotta thank you for something that you pointed out on either last week's or the week before, that one of my DVDs wasn't on Pandora.
Yeah.
So I logged on and found out why. When I uploaded it, I forgot to pay to submit it.
Oh no. So
I just figured I figured that I didn't upload it, but I went back and it was uploaded and it said in your cart still to pay this. And I was like, oh my God. So I just paid it. It was like $40
Was that through CD Baby?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So now hopefully it'll get put up there now.
Cool.
I was wondering why that was never getting played. It was just all my old crap. I'm like, what the heck? So
excellent.
So thank you, buddy. Hopefully start making some money on that. I did another Cameo too.
Oh, well, look at you. Ugh, nobody wants me on Cameo anymore.
It's because you don't promote.
I know. Horrible. I'm a secret Cameo worker. The other thing though about Vegas, I was going to talk about. So I was with some buddies I hadn't seen for a long time, so it was fun to see everybody. But one of them wanted me to get a tattoo so bad. Like he was like, "We got to get tattoos." And I'm not opposed against getting a tattoo, but the more people peer pressure me into stuff, I'm like, I'm not going to do it, because they do like $10 ones. And I'd rather, if I get one, I want like Megan there and I want to find like an artist. But so I didn't get a tattoo, but he was very like persistent, like, come on, man, come on. And I was like, how is that going to make me want to get a tattoo?
Somebody bugging me I would say to do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
No way.
But you don't have any tattoos, do you?
No way. No.
Are you never going to get one?
It's something would have to drastically change in my life, and something where I'm like, yes, I want that on me forever.
The one I thought about getting is my kid's first drawing, but I would actually just hand them the tattoo needle, like just let them do it.
Oh,
wow.
Like,
oh wow. Like, oh, now you're tattooing the couch. Don't do that. Oh no. And then the other thing I thought about getting a tattoo of is so I'd shave the back of my head, and then this is a visual, but I would get this full 3-foot Superman just on my back, full back tattoo. This is my buddy Rob Little mailed me this. I got the biggest Superman in the mail.
You know,
I forgot to mention it last week. It's amazing.
Dude, I go to so many antique stores. This past week I found a bunch of stuff in Texas and Oklahoma City, but I'd do a corporate in Texas. I forgot. Anyways, but after I found that one, I found a horrible version of that, but I didn't know. And I text Megan, I text your wife, and I said, "Hey, does he have this?" And she goes, "No." And I goes, "It's really in rough shape. I'm not getting it." And then just as I said that, we walked into another place, and they had one, and it was brand new, still in the box. Never been played.
That's awesome. I'm so excited.
And it was that was in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I found that.
Really?
Yeah. And I looked it up. You always look them up on eBay to see if you're getting a good deal or what they're going for and everything.
Right.
And they were a lot more on eBay. So I was like, oh, I got a good deal.
Nice.
Yeah. But I'm glad you didn't have it. I know it's huge. And
it's amazing.
A lot newer than what
him and I have the same abs though. I mean, it's basically looking in a mirror when I look at this guy's body. It's weird. It's so weird.
See, that's what I could see you getting tattooed on you, is his S on your chest or something.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, everything's breaking.
Oh, no. You didn't break something, did you?
No.
Oh.
He just fell over.
But you'd get the old S, right? The original.
Oh, that's a good idea. I never seen that on anybody. I never even thought about that. Yeah, the 1939 version.
There you go.
Very cool. You
get that, and I'll get like an ice cream sandwich on mine.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I've been asked so many times to get tattoos, and I just never. I have lots of scars, and all of them hurt. I don't think I could do a tattoo
with a needle.
Yeah.
I just want somebody to get a tattoo of me. That's how you know you've made it as a celebrity, is when somebody's like, "Can I tattoo your face or your signature on my body?"
Now, I feel like we've talked about this before, about the girl I dated in LA who got my name tattooed on her.
Oh, I don't think you've ever told me that.
Really? Okay. I was dating this Honduras girl from Honduras, and her and her daughter, they were so sweet. And I met her at the gym, and she's like one of these, like they kind of came from nothing. So any little thing you do for them, they were ecstatic. So like they didn't have an AC in their place. So I bought them like a window AC unit. You would have thought I'd given them $1 million. Like, but I was going out with her at the time, right? And we got along great, and she was super fun. And one day she showed up, and she just said, she goes, I got a surprise for you. And I was like, oh, she showed me. I don't like surprises, for one thing. I'm not a surprise guy. Don't ever surprise me. I hate it. I don't
like surprise gifts kind of stuff, but just like you don't like people jumping out of walls or
I don't like them showing up when they didn't tell me they were coming, because you don't know what else I've already set up with other buddies, you know?
Oh,
like
sure.
I hate that. I hate it. So this girl I was going out with, she showed up and she said, I got a surprise for you. And I was just like, oh no. And she like kind of turned around and pulled down her pants a little bit, and she had my name as a tramp stamp.
Oh wow.
With like designs. And now mind you, she's Spanish, right? Wouldn't you get Roberto or something?
Yeah.
No, she just put
Not
Rob.
even.
Just Rob. And to me, no offense to anybody else out there, but if you get a person's name that you are not related to tattooed on you, you're probably not going to stay with that person.
Yeah, that's a dangerous
That's my
move.
theory. Yes. Most people, how many people you see and they're like, oh, who's that? And you look and they're like, oh, that was a mistake or something they always say.
I wonder what she'll get it covered up with. I think because
she already sent it to me.
Oh, what is it now?
So this was years ago. This was like 2010. It was before I moved back home. Like I knew I was going to be moving too. So I was like, we're not going to stay together.
Sure.
So I was kind of upset. I was probably a jerk. I was just like, why wouldn't you ask me? Like,
right.
How about just make me some carrot cake instead of to thank me? Well, years later, she finally got it covered up and she sent me a picture, and it was like a big floral bouquet.
Whoa.
Just across her whole back. And to be honest, it kind of bummed me out then.
Oh, you're like, well, you told her. So.
I did, but all I kept thinking was any dude she'd date after me would be like, hey, who's Rob Little? Who's Rob?
Right, right.
That's my Spanish accent, by the way.
Yeah, apparently she's going to be dating a Spanish person. That was weird.
I'm so dumb. Yeah. So would Megan get a tattoo though?
She already has one. She has a rabbit on her arm because her grandfather's name was Peter Abbott, but he would for Peter Rabbit. And then they're at their cottage, their insignia, like outside of the cottage, is like a rabbit. So she got that like wood,
see, that's cool. That's a great reason to get one. Yeah.
And then she's getting new tattoo. This artist she just booked, I think not till January though. She can't get it. Is going to be poppy flowers on her arm because of California. We lived there for 4 years, so she wants that. So hers are always kind of have a little story, and also a friend of mine recommended, like, he's like, if you get one, he was like, don't do a lot of color, don't do words. He's like, if your first tattoo, he's like, you're gonna build it up a lot too. But he's like, so he had some good suggestions. But
Cass, she's got sleeves. She's got both arms completely done, and most of her back too. And I don't know if Megan hates this, but people are constantly telling her, oh, hey, we love your tattoos, or we love, and she, she's a cute chick with all this cool art on her, but she hates it when people point it out.
Talking about him. Yeah.
Like Adam. Do you remember Adam Hammer that I used to take on the road with me before you? There was Drake and Adam.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar too much with him.
He was really funny too. But I used to take Drake more. That's probably why you think no Drake.
Yeah, got it.
But Adam would come when Drake couldn't come. I would take Adam. So Adam had a whole bit about this because he had a bunch of tattoos too, and he goes, it was basically about how people go, hey, I like your tattoo, but it's more about what they say they want to get. They don't care. Sure. They're like, hey, I like your tattoo. Here's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And it's always something big, elaborate that they're never gonna get. You know, And he did a big old bit about that. But I just, every time I hear people say that to her too, I'm like,
oh no. It's like the comedian. Say something funny, like, no.
Right. Right.
Refuse.
Right. Yeah. So I did something today that I feel pretty proud of.
What was that?
Went through Starbucks all by myself and ordered by myself.
You've never done that before?
Because I don't drink coffee.
Oh, yeah. I guess you're like Diet Coke.
They don't have it. So
what did you get?
Refreshers. Have you
ever?
ever?
That sounds good. No,
you ever had one?
A refresher.
They have a strawberry lemonade acai.
Okay.
Did I say it right?
I don't know. I'm not. That sounds right. It sounds. I mean, it sounds magical. Acai. Yeah, that sounds right.
It's not a K. I'll tell you that, or a acai, or whatever. It's acai, right. I think. And I ordered it all by myself. And then I love the way Starbucks employees talk to you. They talk to you like your buddies, but they say it like, we're not buddies, but I know, we're human. We're being cool. It ain't like you go through McDonald's like, well, you want,
yeah.
They're like, this girl goes, I never know the biggest size name. Venti isn't the biggest, right? It's Trenti.
No, it's tall, grande, and Venti. I thought Venti 20 ounces, but did they make a bigger one? Yeah,
there's a Trenti or something. Wow.
Venti is 20 ounces, right?
So Trenti must be 30.
Trenti. Wow, that sounds not real, but we'll say.
It was something TR. I'll tell you that. Because I go to her, she goes, what size would you like for that? And I said, I'll take your biggest one you got. And she goes, that's right. Go big or go home. And I just started laughing. I wasn't expecting her to say that. And I also love their paninis. Have you ever had their paninis there?
I don't think I have. I like their cake pops. I like everything. But yeah, paninis. That sounds good.
Oh my God.
Grilled sandwich.
So good. Yeah. Nice. Nothing. I was like, two things I never expected Starbucks to have. And then I found out about them and I got them. They're so good. But you kind of need to take out a small personal loan to pay for some of this stuff.
Yeah. If you're a regular Starbucks person, like that's daily stuff, you could rack up some debt real fast. Their drinks aren't free.
No, they're crazy.
But if you get in the point system, then you get bonuses and just
do they have a point system?
Yeah, there's like an app that you load up and then you get a free coffee every once in a while. Because we would go the one in Redondo. But I'm so boring because I'm just a black coffee drinker. So they're never excited by me. They even have to give you the drink right away. I don't even get to go wait over on the side. The pour coffee though. Yep, here it is. And that was easy.
That's the other thing with Starbucks. I don't think they rarely make you go wait. You just wait there at the window. They're like, it's gonna take a while for everybody. Yeah, I feel like they just go, hey, it's gonna take a while for everybody. We're not worried about our drive-through times. Let's do this. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Well, I'm proud of you. That's a big day for you.
I'm such a big boy now.
I'm in trouble. I've just realized I forgot. I did the Stump Rob, but I forgot to find a dog of the week. Oh, my dog just whined.
What do you mean? You just use that pic of you and the dog that you posted the other day. That was a really good one.
Which one?
The close up of both of your faces.
Oh, on Instagram of her waiting for the weekend.
I don't know. I just saw the picture.
Yeah. All right.
You can use that. I have a new sponsor, but they're only local in LA right now till September 1st. Then they're going to go national. And I told her, I goes, let's start it then. Because let's try to get you the most bang for your buck.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Well, we did the dog of the week, which was my dog. I'll post a picture of the dog. But can we do Stump Rob? Are you ready for that?
We'll do Stump Rob and then do dog of the week. That's our order.
Okay, got it. Did you have anything more you want to talk about? We talk about you're going to get 9 tattoos of a Starbucks gift card, you said?
Well, oh no. Nope. No, buddy. Let's do it. Stump Rob. All
right. This is a history and a quote stump.
Ooh.
I don't know how good you'll be at these.
Probably not.
They are presidential quotes.
Oh, no.
Are you pretty good with your presidential? Some of them are easy. Some you should know. Do you want to stop?
Some are easy and some I should know.
Yeah.
If they're all easy, then I should know.
Plus now I'm reading this. I'm like, oh, my handwriting's really bad.
I'm surprised you hand wrote them.
All right, here's a good one.
Okay.
Blessed are the young, for they shall inherit the national debt.
At first, I was going to say that's something from the Bible, isn't it? But blessed are the young, for they shall inherit the national debt. And the national debt wasn't crazy until probably early 80s, late 70s, maybe. So I'm going to say Jimmy Carter.
Wrong. It's Herbert Hoover.
Oh, a few years more back.
Yeah.
Darn it.
Now, here's one. I think you're going to get this one. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country.
Hold on a second. There's somebody driving by.
No.
I'm just aiming at him. Oh, sorry. That's JFK, right?
That was terrible. But yeah, you're correct. That was John F. Kennedy. I did like a weird Southern accent, though. Ask not what you can do for your country, but for what you can do for your country. Don't do, Okay, that was good.
I don't know how you are not doing impressions in your act. You are so good at it. I'm so
good at it. I know. I mean, people want it.
I just thought of a new game after this. We should do Tommy impressions, and I just say somebody's name, and you have to do the impression.
Right? Okay, that sounds great. I would do it.
You weren't. I could tell you weren't listening. You're reading ahead on your little thing.
No, you said you would say a name, and then I would do the impression.
Yeah. Right? We might do that next week.
I think we should.
Okay.
You ready for this one?
Yes.
You're one out of two so far.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. If one morning I was walking on top of the water across the Potomac River, the headline that afternoon would read, "President Can't Swim."
Well, that's got to be somebody old. It's got probably Washington or somebody, because that's what they talked about, the Potomac. Am I right?
The river's still been there. This
I know, but nobody brings that up. LBJ talked about that?
LBJ, yeah. He didn't like how the media was portraying him, because he said, if I said I walked across the river, you'd tell me, say it, you'd frame it as I couldn't swim. All right?
Well, LBJ is the one that had the polio, so he probably couldn't swim, could he? Or was
I don't think Johnson had polio. That was like Roosevelt. Or I thought Lyndon B. Johnson took over for this next one. Here, this one is easy.
For the next one?
I am not a crook.
That would be...
You want me to do the impression?
That's somebody else's impression that you're doing, because you didn't do that. That's Dick Nixon.
Yes, correct. There you go.
2 for 4.
All right. And
if I don't get this one, we officially stumped me, right?
I think so. This one's pretty good. So change will not come if we wait for some other person, or if we wait for some other time. We are the one we've been waiting for. We are the change we seek.
I feel like I know this one. And it's got to be Barack Obama.
It is. Good job.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good quote, though. I like that. He's like, if you want to do something, do it. Don't wait for somebody else.
Yeah. Change. 3 for 5. Yeah. We have yet to stump me.
Yeah, Rob wins. The dogs are celebrating. Or the mailman king. I don't know. You're so good at that.
Yet to stump me. I love it. All right. You know what
the dogs are celebrating because you did such a good job.
Are they attacking each other?
Kind of, but only one came back into the room. So, but that also brings me to my next segment: Dog of the Week. Dog of the Week. Oh. And this one is she's a Great Dane named Minnie. I'll share the screen. She's, and then I'm in it too. But there she is. She's getting, her face is as big as mine. I think it's longer than mine now. She weighs over 70 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. So she's
how
doing
tall
great.
Is she? Like when she's somebody throwing up.
2.5 feet tall, or about the size of the Superman. So almost 3 feet tall, probably.
Now, does it seem like she's closer to you or Megan, or doesn't it? She's us both to you.
I think she's kind of a daddy's girl. I think she's a little.
She looks it in that picture.
But because I also like leave or go on the road, she's like, "Where?" And then I come back. She's like, "He came back." So I think I make it more exciting. But so that is the dog of the week.
That's
Minnie,
awesome.
you did it. You made
Minnie. That brings us to one of my favorite segments. Here's a little history with Rob Little.
Ooh, exciting.
August, week of August 7th, I think it is. 8th. August 8th through the 14th. This week, okay, Tommy, the first one I'm going to talk about is something that kind of relates to what some things I've done. So that's why I kept it in.
Okay.
I didn't know this. Hank Williams Jr. this week in 1975 falls down a mountain in Montana as he was hiking.
Whoa.
And he had to get reconstructive surgery, had to relearn how to talk and sing.
No way. I never knew that. That's intense.
I didn't know that either. And that was right after he released a brand new album too. So he couldn't even go on tour.
Oh no. Wow. That's why I tell people never to go hiking, especially you, Rob, because you're known. I mean, we've talked about it on the podcast before.
Yeah.
You don't
I like
do
to
well.
fall.
You like to. Like we're on the hike. It's been 10 minutes in. I better get down on the ground here.
So to me, can you okay, so he falls down this mountain, breaks his face, has to have reconstructive surgery, has to learn how to talk and then sing again. Can you imagine if we had to do that? If we fell down a hill, learn to talk, and then retell jokes again?
I would be like, just watch the old videos. I'm not like relearning anything would be nuts. Your punchlines would probably be all backwards and weird and messed up.
Saying them with a slur or saying I don't know. I just feel like, God, I can't. I don't feel like that would affect us as bad as it does a singer, maybe.
Maybe, but I also feel like if you're like having a rough night, you're like, oh, you're not gonna laugh at that? You're not gonna laugh at that? I fell down a mountain and relearned how to talk. You laugh at this joke. Like I feel like you could use it to your advantage.
Oh, you drove 20 miles? I fell down a mountain to get here. Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm glad he survived and recovered. That's impressive.
Yeah, he did okay for himself after that. Okay, this week, this one is one of my favorites because I loved this cartoon growing up. But this week was in 1930, the debut of Betty Boop.
Oh, nice. Betty Boop. That's great.
She is a freaking adorable. She's like the pinup model for cartoons, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know she was based off of two different singers, though.
Marilyn Monroe?
No, that's what I would have guessed, too.
Oh, but she's earlier. You said 30s, right? Or
yeah. Helen Kane and Clara Bow. And Helen Kane actually got her singing style from a 9-year-old girl named Baby Esther, who she saw singing at the Cotton Club in Harlem. So she had that super high voice, and she would scat like beady boop, batty boop, booty boop, whatever, all that.
Boop, boop,
so boop boopy doop. That's exactly right. And that's how he created Betty Boop.
That's crazy. That's really cool.
That was so cool. And I collect pinups, so she's always in all these different pinup things.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. This week in 1966, a man by the name of James French. He's on death row, right? Uh-oh. He wants to be put to death by the electric chair. He's requesting for it. He killed a couple people. They won't give it to him. They give him life, won't give him death. So he kills his cellmate. They finally give it to him. Guess what? Guess what his last words were? He told a newspaper he wanted this to be their headline.
Oh no. Boop boop a doop. I might be tying it. No.
30 years later, that's what he went with. No, his name, by the way, I'm gonna give you a little hint. His name is James French.
Okay. James French. Last words. Nothing's coming up. See you later.
French kiss. Fries.
Oh.
Because he's in the electric chair.
Got it. I get it.
I think he didn't even give a crap about killing people. He just wanted a cool headline when he died.
He could have just gotten a tattoo of electric chair.
Right.
French fries. He shouldn't have gone through all the work. He doesn't seem like a good guy.
Yeah, not a good dude, but a funny way to leave.
Poor cellmate. Just like,
Well,
can't you just like kill yourself if not me? Or
well, he
Nope, they
actually
gotta
let the cellmate get his last meal. He didn't tell him he was gonna kill him. He just said, "Hey, you can go eat, and you can have mine." And the guy ate 2 meals. But
Wow.
man, what do you think your last words would be if you were on death row?
Be like, no. I'm assuming like you got the wrong guy.
It's not me. That
That
But
would
what if they said, well, we got your fingerprints on the clarinet, Tommy, and the guy was holding one of your Superman comics.
he's trying to steal it?
Yeah. And
well, then
somebody
they would be like,
here,
there's no way you're going to get to death. So someone tried to take you. They would understand. The governor would call.
Oh.
That actually happened into Superman. One of the very first Superman comics, he saves an innocent man who was on death row.
Really?
And then he flies to the governor. Is like, you need to call the prison now because Superman finds the right proof that he's innocent. So. But
I'm saying the clarinet's got your fingerprints on it.
Yep, I might be like, Rob Little deserved it, and then I would.
That's your last word. Rob Little deserved it.
He was teasing me too much.
Catch the last episode, season 12.
I can't believe we're going to go that far. That's great.
120 episodes. Yeah. Too funny. All right. Well, what was the other? Oh, I forgot. I was looking at other. Okay, I've got 3 more, and they're kind of goofy, but this one blew my mind. Okay, so this week in 1960, the U.S. satellite Discover 8 was launched, and it was the first time they've ever recovered part of the payload.
Oh, cool.
Which means, they spend millions and millions of dollars on these things. They expect to just lose them, or they blow up, or whatever.
Right.
When they come back down to Earth, because they get fried in the atmosphere or something. So they just, can you imagine if we said that? We're like, hey, we just want to get a loan for, I don't know, 100 million. But, what are you going to show with it? Not that part's gonna blow up. We just want to get the car up, to 3,000 miles an hour. So,
but this was the first time they planned for it to come back, or they just luckily recovered it.
They just luckily recovered it.
Oh,
they didn't plan anything. It fell back down, and it didn't.
They're like, oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh, we should go pick that up.
Yeah, go get that. We can use it. Yeah. But now I thought like Elon Musk and some of them, like they're putting little. Like some of their rockets are landing, like it launches them and then the thing comes back to Earth, doesn't it?
Oh, they have it set up so it comes right back and lands and everything. Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Like doesn't get damaged. It like actually lands like it's a plane or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll remember this show, but this week in 1948, this was a huge show when I was a kid. Candid Camera.
Oh yeah, of course. That was when it first aired, was in 1948.
Yes. Oh, so it was in all black and white. That was basically like the first Tosh.0 or the first, any of those kind of shows where they pranked people.
I wonder what the very first prank was.
It was actually they showed it on YouTube and I can't remember what it was now. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it was a bowling prank where people would bowl and then the pins would they'd knock over pins, but they'd just stand right back up.
Ooh, and they're like, what is happening? In the 50s, everyone's mad.
Right. And then they probably burned them. They're like, these pins are witches.
Right.
But the part that I loved about the show was their theme song. Smile, you're on candid camera. Do you remember that?
I do.
So I looked it up on YouTube. There's actually like 4 different versions of that song. Like there's or 3 different. There's the 60s, 70s, and then they redid it in the 90s when Dom DeLuise took over and was the host.
Oh, got it.
Because the show got canceled in the 80s, I think, but it was brought back in the 90s. But I just remember loving that show and that stupid song. But yeah, anyways, I did not think you would remember that.
Well, I knew that was an older show too, because in my older comics from the 40s, they have advertisements for the Candid Camera TV show.
Really?
Yeah, in the ads.
Well, probably also because didn't they used to like advertise spyware and stuff? Like you could buy these sunglasses, you could see people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just all
So they
cool
would
stuff.
it's all Candid Camera stuff. This week in 1981, IBM releases their first personal computer. How much do you think it cost?
$4,000.
Wow. That actually is a good guess. That's kind of what I would have thought too. So this is gonna be a letdown. 1,500.
Ooh, what a deal.
1,565. But people thought that was like outrageous in 81.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah. That's all.
I guess that would be like $4,000 now. So
right. You would think
because like
yes.
because ours are about $1,500 if you buy a new
A laptop is
laptop.
Couple grand, like a Mac. So
yeah.
Birthdays. We only got 2 comedian birthdays I could find this week.
Oh, really?
Arj Barker.
Oh, yeah, nice.
And Steve Martin.
Oh, Steve Martin. He's great.
I've heard of him. Yes.
This picture. I think he's doing okay. Plays the banjo.
And that has been This Week in History with
nice.
Rob Little.
That was great.
Yeah, some goofy ones and some silly and just so you know ones. So yeah, I'm back.
That's awesome. That was a good segment.
Thanks.
All right, Olive. Go lay down.
Okay, so let's do a quick tease for next week. I'm gonna name off a couple celebrities and I want you to impersonate them.
So we're gonna test this now and see how I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're so good at it. I think I don't think I'm gonna be able to stump you with any of them.
Okay, yeah. Give it a try. Let's give it a shot.
Well, let's start with Steve Martin.
Steve Martin. Wow, the crazy guy. Oh, I'm a wild. And what does he say in the? They're shooting at us. Ah! Right from the. Was that good?
The first one seemed like Steve Martin and Borat had a baby.
Oh no!
Wow, the crazy guy.
But I think I did the good. They're shooting at like when he's at the.
I don't know what that's from.
From the jerk, he's like at the gas station, and all of a sudden, there's like bullets coming in.
I don't remember that movie at all.
What's it? Give me what's another?
Isn't the jerk the one where he starts out like I was born a poor black boy?
Yeah. Okay. Born in the South. But
I would have did the Wild and Crazy Guy too.
Wow.
So that was good.
So I think I nailed it.
Okay. Tom Cruise.
Rob is I'm Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise. Yeah.
You guys, if you're not watching this on YouTube, go to YouTube right now.
It looks like Tom Cruise, though. They'll be confused. Like, oh, is Tom Cruise on a little Tom Foolery this week? That's crazy.
And that you'll see the best Tom Cruise impersonation ever.
So we did Tom Cruise.
That was let's do one more. First guy comes to mind, Owen Wilson.
Ooh, Owen Wilson. Okay. Yeah. Wow. I'm Owen Wilson. Have a broken nose. I don't know how it broke, but I like movies, and I'm really a big fan of A Little Tomfoolery. I think it's a great podcast. So you guys are great, and thanks for that's awesome, Rob. I'm Owen Wilson here.
I am shocked. That's the best one.
Well, that was me doing Melissa Villaseñor's Owen Wilson, just like wow.
That's what he does, though.
Yeah,
that's what everybody does when they imitate him. All nasal.
Him and Matthew McConaughey are the ones I can maybe actually do.
Okay, I wish you wouldn't have said that because now I'm not adding him.
Well, maybe you could do it next week. Just so let me do ones that I'm good at.
Okay, I like doing the other ones though too. Okay, good job.
Did I nail them all?
Tommy does people.
Who's your favorite? Was Tom Cruise your favorite?
Tom Cruise. You nailed the facial expressions and everything.
Tom Cruise. You can't handle the truth.
All right. We got to come up with a name for that segment. Tommy does people. Tommy does impressions.
Yeah.
Tom impressions. Rhyme impressions. Something. I'll come up with it.
Perfect Impressions by Tommy Ryman.
What do you got coming up this week, buddy?
Oh, I got a lot of stuff this week. Friday at Plymouth Playhouse is the show I'll be doing in town. It should be a lot of fun. There's a lot of great local comics on there. Tickets are in the link of my Instagram on my website. And then next weekend, I go to Omaha, Nebraska, back to the Funny Bone, opening for Kevin Nealon, which is going to be awesome.
That will be awesome, man.
So excited.
One of the nicest guys. And he's so funny. He does a lot of that subliminal stuff.
Yeah, and I've loved his YouTube show. I've enjoyed everything he does. So, and I've only heard nice stories about him. So, hopefully, it'll be a fun little short weekend.
Yeah, you guys will get along great. I think that'll be awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited to go back to Omaha. And that's me. What about you? What do you have coming up?
Thanks for asking. This week, I am flying to Cancun.
Oh, cool.
To do a brand new thing that they're trying to do at an all-inclusive resort called land cruising.
Oh, very cool.
And so this cruise director left Carnival. He's probably their top-rated cruise director. Left Carnival, and he's at this super fancy resort in Cancun. And they are basically, it's just an all-inclusive, but with like a schedule.
Yeah, activities stuff. That sounds amazing. That's going to be fun.
So they're having all entertainers and comedians just like they do, and I'm their first comedian.
How many nights do you perform then at this place?
I gotta do I think I fly in Friday, so I go Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday I fly to Myrtle Beach to work the week.
Very cool.
Next week when we do our next podcast, I will be in Myrtle Beach.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Which is kind of crazy because I did Myrtle Beach at the beginning of the year when I was designing our logo for our podcast. The whole week, it hasn't been a year. This will be my second time playing it this year.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. A little full circle for me. That would be season 2, by the way.
Yep. We'll be on season 2. That is going to be I can't believe we made it to season 2. I mean, I can, but it's just everything's going so fast.
Well, wait a minute. That will be the cliffhanger one, right?
Oh, nice.
Because this is 19.
Yeah.
Next week will be 20.
Will be 20.
So that's the cliffhanger.
Yeah. So and then depending on, I reached out to Pete Lee for a potential guest, so he could be the opener for season 2.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
We'll have to hear back for which dates he can do.
Sounds good. Awesome. Maybe we should do a big make it like a recap of our year.
Well, we really should bring. I mean, because there was a lot of things that happened.
Right.
The people were a lot of dogs. We'll do a best of.
Bring back other celebrities.
Yep.
Tom Cruise. All right. I think it's time to close us out, buddy.
I think it is. But this has been another wonderful episode on season 1 of A Little Tomfoolery. Thank you so much for listening or watching. If you're watching YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts, we just want to thank you for supporting us, getting a lot of good feedback. And please, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, share it with your friends. And also, we would absolutely love you to join our Patreon. There's so many little perks, and it just helps us a lot. You can join as little as $1, and you can go all the way up to be paying $50 a month, and you get some great deals though for it. So we would really, really appreciate that. But that's going to do it. This has been another episode of A Little Tomfoolery with Owen Wilson and Just Kidding with Tommy Ryman and
Rob Little.
Bye, fools.
Bye.